wake up generation, it's not so hard to be rich.
I've been very disheartened if I was lost because this is my game.
Your fire number is 100 crores.
That's why he's planning on so many trips.
You become God. Hi Shivali, welcome to my show, my channel about financial independence and lifestyle. And congratulations, you just won a beauty pageant, May Queen. That's what you are. So I owe you a bouquet. So here you go.
Thank you so much, Tapan.
So tell me, how does it feel to win a pageant?
Feels exhilarating. I'm really happy. Made my parents proud.
Uh-huh.
And it was a big platform because it's been there since before India got its independence. So it's a legacy that I've carried forward and I've won it.
So do you believe winning is a habit?
Of course it is. 1000%. Once you win, you just can't stop because you would want that feeling again and again. It's addictive.
Do you want to walk me through that moment when your name was called and what? Do you want to share that moment with us?
Yes, I was least expecting it because there were other participants who were as good, if not more. So when my name was called, it took me a second to realize, oh, is it me? And then I went up the stage. I got the limelight. There were the judges, 5 of them. Then everybody's eyes was on me. So I was really, really happy. And I think I would like to do that all over again if I could. Yeah.
So we'll talk more about these wins. But what do you think goes through the minds of people who don't win? Do you think they become bitter or sarcastic or negative? Do they troll? Is that something you faced in your life?
It's very dependent. And yes, I have faced this in my life because I'm an athlete as well. So many a times people get very negative. If not about you, then somebody who's lost, or because of someone you faced a direct competition. I have faced it personally as well. But I don't take failure to be something. I don't get negative about anybody. When I face failure, I deal with it, I work on it so that I come back stronger.
Yes. In fact, I made one of the reels that became very popular where I said, if they doubted you, make it your fuel.
100%.
So yeah, it happens. And I really feel sorry for these people who lose because they're channelizing their energy in the negative, in the wrong space. So they don't have a chance to bounce back. That's what if I had a choice to, or chance to advise any of these participants, I would say make it your fuel to grow. Why behave like a, sort of a lobster pulling each other down? Crabs, is it? Crabs, something like that, yeah. Anyway, so tell me about these wins. Um, has it already become a habit? What have you won? Um, Stuff like that.
I have won quite a few beauty pageants now, at least 4 to 5 of them.
Oh,
As
nice.
from college, from various clubs and platforms. So now it's a habit. I would have been very disheartened if I was lost because this is my game.
Uh-huh.
However, I've lost when it comes to athletic abilities because I've been in college, so I couldn't focus much there. So, but I never took it as a setback, and now I'm getting back to my rowing and athletics.
Yes, we spoke about rowing yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get back to it right after my exam is over, and I'm gonna definitely play all the inter-state games this year, so that I can set up nationals next year.
So is the boy attention also getting enhanced? No.
I mean, yes, I heard a few of my friends say that we heard guys talking about you, but
Now you're dateable, sort of like.
no, it's not.
I was always dateable.
I was always dateable. I think most was my age addict.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So my channel also talks a lot about um, money. Okay, and we really talk about money, and we talk about money from a perspective that we don't need to always be working to make money. Because we need time to even enjoy the money. So where is your Gen Z with this thought of money and work and everything else that goes around it?
So my generation personally, they spend more than they can earn, for sure. it's a lot about your social life and status rather than how much money you're making. They don't focus on it, and they're not very calculated because they just want to go all out, and they believe in the concept of YOLO. You only live once, which is not true, I feel. You need to work to a certain level and then enjoy that. That's what you are doing, I believe. So my generation is generally struggling with money. So
YOLO, YOLO, it's very interesting because, I have my own thing. I read somewhere that you have two lives.
okay.
And the second one begins when you realize that you only have one.
Okay. Doesn't
That's just a way of saying that the moment you realize, because a lot of people, a lot of my friends, um, they are making money that they're never going to use, you know, and they're spending time which they can't buy.
No.
So the moment you realize that you have only one life is when your second life begins.
I think my father realized that very recently. That's how he's planning on so many trips.
Yes, he's a great friend. So um, you only live once and then you spend more than you earn. So does that make you on the path to financial freedom? Does that make you on the path to richness? Is that what you believe?
Not at all. It's gonna be the ultimate downfall. That's what I believe because most of my friends come from backgrounds. I mean, most of them are industrialists and none of them are working as hard to earn that money. It just passed down generations. And the only thing they care about is how they can spend it and, go all out.
So you see, there is this two sects of people. One who are already very rich and then they want to become rich or probably manage the money, and others who probably are not rich as of now, and but they would like to be rich. So um, let's talk less about the people who already have wealth and they want to just grow that wealth because that's already done.
Yes.
I had my take on that, but I will reserve that take for another time because more audience today, most of the people who are watching us today, they feel capital is required to make money.
That's what I feel as
You also feel that way, yeah? So tell me more about this. Does it feel like a limitation or does it feel like um, no entry? What does it exactly feel like?
it is a no entry as well as a limitation for us because tomorrow if I want to have my own startup where I think of starting a business, I will require some sort of capital for sure. It may be less or more depending on individuals, but you need capital to have any business or even if I want to sell myself as a model tomorrow and I don't need any capital as such, but I need to get photo shoots done. I need to look after myself in ways which is expensive. So it requires a lot of money.
Hmm. So this really feels like a big,
Big
big,
burden.
big burden.
Yes, it does.
And I think it's more the small things in the beginning, like making a portfolio, um,
Yeah,
getting some kind of education or skill.
100%.
And that's when you feel that this limitation. Or do you feel that limitation exists even at the point of when you're setting up the enterprise? You need seed money, you need down capital. What is it that is more bothering at the point you are in right now?
Like, I'm talking about my field. If you talk about just, excelling in some beauty pageant or a fashion show or in a modeling career or as an influencer. So initially you don't need that. You need that thrill and that passion. But eventually it all comes down to how much money you have and which you can grow your game. Oh,
And yet, uh, we have the Shah Rukh Khans and the Akshay Kumars um, who pretty much started with nothing. And today they are the kings of Bollywood, so to speak.
that generation and passion is long gone. That's what I believe.
But the generation before that, today is an interesting day. Today Warren Buffett is retiring.
Okay.
He's the world's richest man. And he said that he really made money at the age of 64.
Oh.
So why are we in such a hurry?
Everyone's in a hurry to be financially independent today. I mean, I get to hear that you're 21. What are you doing in your life?
Especially when there are 14-year-olds hitting a century in IPL. Yeah. So, Shivali, I'm here to share with you something about which I learned. And I had this clear idea when I was in grade 12 or grade 11. And my idea was so clear that I'm running an industry. That industry is not in India. I live in a big metropolitan city in the top floor of a high rise. I drive a red convertible car to work every day, even the glasses I wear. And because I was very clear about what success looked like to me, I was able to achieve it in no time. But your generation seems to be like, I want a lot of success. I want a lot of money. It's not very specific. So it's very hard to manifest. Do you believe this could be an issue?
Not with me, but with most of my friends who I speak to on a daily basis. They have really vague thoughts about what they want in the future. They want a lot, but they don't know what exactly they want, exactly what you said. So, yes, definitely, you should have a clear cut mindset of what exactly you want and where to stop.
I don't know what I want, but I wanted yesterday.
Yes. So, I'm very clear on what I want, where I see myself, but most people,
Where do you see yourself in some years or?
where I feel that I've achieved this much and I would like to stop.
So is that like a fire number? Do you know what a fire number is?
No.
Oh, okay. Fire number is a certain amount of wealth that you create, and when you create it, you retire.
I think for me, it might not be a lot, but I think
It's your guess.
for me, a good 100 crores
Uh-huh.
is where I would like to stop and live my life in mind of.
Wonderful. And when?
By the age of 40, 45, if not, I mean, I'm okay with 50.
So then your fire number is 100 crores.
Yes, my fire number would be 100.
100 crores. So this is to all of you watching there. This is how you calculate your. Um, so the other reason we go into is why do you need 100 crores? Okay. Let's say you'll achieve this at the age 45.
45.
So let's say about 25 years from now.
Yes.
Okay. 25 years from now, 100 crores will not be worth 100 crores.
100%.
It will be worth about,
50.
let's do a quick math.
60.
Let's do a quick math. I don't know. I'm not going to guess. 1.055 x raised to the power of y 25 is 3.81. 100 divided by 3.81. It will be worth about 26 lakhs. Yeah.
That's
So it
not
will be 26 crores of today. It would be about 26 crores of today. And that's why I just always insist, use a calculator instead of just estimating vaguely. And I'm sure, you know, to the power of and root, we can do quickly calculations, you know. And so if you were to have 25 crores today, would you be able to retire?
I think I would be able to retire.
Okay, so there's another match to this. What is a match to 25 crores? So like you have a systematic investment plan.
Yes, of course.
Now we have something called a systematic withdrawal plan.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I withdraw a certain amount of money. My payday is 20th. I pay myself. Okay. But I get a fixed amount of money every 20th of the month.
Okay.
Okay. And just like everybody else, I'm broke. Like this next 15 days, I'm more broke. More broke and, you know, try to make some money out of poker. It's just a joke. So what we do is very simply, let's say we were able to, like somebody like me with my investments, I'm able to generate about 26% return post fees and post taxes.
Okay.
Okay. And love to pay taxes because, you know, we are fighting a war, almost going to fight a war with Pakistan. Right.
Right.
And I would do exactly what Modi is doing. I would throw all the Pakistanis out of India. Right. So wars are thrust upon us. It's not our choice.
Right.
Okay. And it's not about religion.
Mm-hmm.
A war is between people who rule certain countries. It's not even about people to people war. It's government to government, military to military wars, right? And these wars we don't like, but we have to protect ourselves. And in protecting ourselves, whatever we need to do,
We will do.
We will do, right? So what we do is, let's say 26% we earn every year after fees and after taxes. From taxes, I had gone to war. So that would mean you will double your money in 3 years.
Right.
So we do it like this: 1.26 x to the raise of x raised to the power of y. 3 years would give you 2,
Right.
double.
Double.
Okay, and this is what I love. In fact, I'm going to finish this and come to the magic of compounding. You'll love it. But now see, you're doubling your money in 2 years, 3 years,
Sure.
right? Now, suppose you took out very safely. We usually take out 7% of our
Total investment.
total net worth per year.
Okay.
This is what is safe. You'll always make this. You'll usually make it like this window of your life as an Indian. If you are planning for 26-30% for the next 30 years, it's absolutely possible. But was it possible for your grandfather?
No.
No. Okay. They lived in very high return age with very high interest rates. So they would have something called a Indra Vikas Patra, which was giving them 24% return. But your lifestyle inflation was about 15%. So your real return was much lower. So assuming that you're making 26%, but you're only spending 7%. Okay. So 25 crores into 7% is 1.75 crore rupees per year is the money that you would be able to spend. And your capital would still be growing by another 19%.
Right.
Okay. So the private planes and other yachts are all possible. But this is just the money that you would be spending
Spending on my lifestyle.
on your lifestyle. Do you really need 1.75 crores today to live a year? What I'm trying to tell you is that your fire number could be even 50 crores. See, if you put yourself a high, let's say you put yourself in a ISC, my target is to get 99.9. Then you're setting yourself up for failure.
I get it.
Please link that video of mine, setting yourself up for failure. If you tried to set yourself that I want to hit 100 runs in 30 balls at the age of 14, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Unachievable goals.
Unachievable. So I would not set a goal for myself which is very high. To all your generation people listening to me who said 100 crores, you didn't do the math.
We didn't. It was a
Right.
very random.
Very random number.
Yes.
Now I did the math with you.
Now I feel much less
Much,
burden.
much less burden. Right?
I feel like I can actually do this now.
So what is the number that you need to spend today in a year?
Personally, I think a good 25 lakhs today, this year, like for a year, is good enough money.
Good enough.
For
On
to sustain
25
my
lakhs, let me put another 25 lakhs where you will buy designer dresses, you will go for foreign holidays, you'll throw
Right.
parties up to what?
Yes.
50 lakhs?
50. Way more. Yeah. Good enough money.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's put another 25 lakhs on it.
75.
Now you can't complain. Okay.
Now I'm gonna treat everybody.
Now you can't complain. So I'm going to make the figure half. You said 100 crores. I'm going to say your fire number should be 50
50
crores.
crores.
Start from here. I would even say you set your fire number to 20 crores.
Okay.
We are free to revise our fire number upward, not downward.
Yes.
So start with a small fire number. It takes away anxiety from your life. Because a lot of kids, they don't know how much money they need. So they think I need a lot of money. Okay.
Exactly what I thought.
Now I'm going to show you the magic of compounding. Can you manipulate your dad to give you 5 lakh rupees?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's say you were able to.
Okay.
Or let's say you were able to just raise 5 lakh rupees
That
from whatever little thing you're doing. Because you want to do a startup requires a lot of capital.
Okay.
But I've now given you a small target of 5 lakh rupees. Okay. 5 lakh rupees, we get from our Nanima,
Yes.
we get from
I'll just
some co-branding, we get so many
Yeah.
aunties give you money and stuff. Like, you can get 5 lakh rupees, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's do a little math. So 5 lakh rupees if we invested at 26%, we just did it. It doubles in how many years?
3 years.
3 years.
10 lakh rupees.
So now let's, how old are you?
21.
21. Okay. So at 24, you'll have how much?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. And at 27?
20.
And at 30?
40.
And at 33?
80.
And at 36?
160.
And at 39?
380. No.
320.
320.
At 39?
39.
42?
640.
6 crores 40.
Yeah.
And 45?
I'll have to think of it. 1240. So
Yeah, so it'll be around 12 and 12.5 crores. What was your
no,
fire?
12.8 crore.
12.8 crores. What was your fire number?
100.
50, na? We made it.
50. Yeah.
We even revised it to 25.
Yes.
So
50.
you have achieved half of your target today.
5 lakhs.
See, why 5? 10. You put 10 lakhs today and you are finished your fire without doing anything in life. This is what the old man, Mr. Warren Buffett, has been shouting and telling the whole world, but nobody wants to listen. This is called the magic of compounding. It's really a magic. See how it grows. 5, 10, 10, 20, 20, 40, 40, 80, 80, 160. First 20 years, nothing happens. Then you start making 10 crores a year. When you go from 10 to 20, 20 to 40, by the time you reach 50, it will be 100 crores. We can do this math. Your problem is to earn 10 lakhs. Wake up, generation. It's not so hard to be rich. It's easy. But you need to know. You have to back calculate. Like we watch IPL match, right? Earlier, when I was young, I used to watch Gary Packer's cricket on Australia. It used to be 60 over. In 60 over, they used to make 300 runs. Now in 20 overs, they make 250 runs. And then they say it's an average inning. If you can put your target in front of you, then back calculate, then you know per over how much runs I need to make. Similarly, if you break down, you calculated that I only need 10 lakhs. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say nobody gives you the 10 lakhs
Mhm.
and you get a sadharan job. How long will it take you to earn 10 lakhs?
1 year.
1 year, 2 years, 5 years, let's say maximum.
Yeah.
Our large audience,
Years.
2 to 5 years maximum.
Yeah.
So your fire number of 25 crores, which was going to happen at the age of 45, will happen at the age of 50. What's the big deal? Are you getting this? Because, we put so much pressure on ourselves. So what are the limitations? So what are limitations? There are some assumptions we made in this. Assumption number 1 was that you need 25 crores,
Mm-hmm.
right? Assumption 2 was we can make 26%. Assumption 3 was, I guess we only made, no, assumption 3 was that we can live in 75 lakh rupees a year today.
Yes.
So now these assumptions have to be plugged. So these assumptions have to be made reality. That is your job,
Right.
isn't it? If any of these assumptions don't work, this story will not work,
Right.
right? Good point Padma Shri made, that how do you make 26%? Then again, now we go to another topic, which is more micro, like how do I make 26%? Now you got a very formed question that I got a target income, how do I make 26%? That is going to be we have broken down our thing. So just like in cricket, we've broken down that we need to make 250 runs in 20 overs. So how much I need to make per over? And then I start working towards it. But if you didn't have a target,
Mm-hmm.
then you probably play slower in life, right? A lot of people have already achieved their target, but nobody told them the target. Imagine a IPL match and you've already won the match because the other scored only 180. and you already scored 181. But because nobody told you what is the winning score, you are keeping on betting. That is 80 or 90% of my friends. They're earning money after winning. The money that they won't be able to spend. And what they're giving is the time that they will never be able to buy. So, assuming that you will live till 100, 20 years you spent in education, 20 years is enough to earn. Then live, isn't it?
Yes.
Sounds more interesting, right?
The plan.
It's a better life than, working. My father's generation used to think I worked till the last day. And he actually worked till the last day, almost 1 week before he passed away. Um, Today is his Shraddh, actually. So I remember that 1 week before he passed away, he was still working. So in his whole life, he never used the money that, okay, I'm not complaining. I'm using it. But that's the truth, that people sort of tend to.
What a waste of life.
So, which brings me to the point, um, that how do you earn the 10 lakhs?
For me, you're asking?
For anybody. Now we made it 10 lakhs. No, the whole life fire number comes from 10 lakhs. We know this.
Right.
With a few assumptions that we have to make it work. But now how to earn 10 lakhs?
Get a job. That's one way which 80% of my friends would do. 20% will try to use the family businesses or set up their own businesses. But once you set up your own business, getting to 10 lakhs is a tough job because we are talking about profit here, direct profit, not sales. So to achieve 10 lakhs from a business that you set up would take a lot of time, I feel.
So, I'll tell you what I did. Okay. I never focused on making money. I just focused on delivering good quality service to people. Like right now, also, I'm working. This is my passion. I don't need to get paid, but I put in a lot of effort, research. My team works in the background, and we are always conscious that how can I deliver value to people. And you know what will happen with this? When I hit my 1 million subscribers, money will come automatically. So you are that privileged class of people where you don't need to worry about money. Your father, your brother, your mother, your grandfather, your husband, there's a whole system, your mama, everybody's around you to protect you and to nurture you forward, isn't it? So your generation shouldn't even be worried about making money. You should just say, how can I be a better beauty pageant contestant? How can I be a better rower? How can I be a better um, stockbroker? I don't know. How can I be better version of myself today than yesterday? So I'm completely removing all performance anxiety from you. Just live your life one day at a time. Give it 1,000 days and see if it works. Because this society is tuned to reward you for good work. Do you realize this? Our whole system is designed to uh, value your work, and the way we value your work is with money.
Right.
So I used to make bearings in China, and our bearings were very cost effective, low cost bearings. And I said, there's nothing wrong with this. This is my product. Value for money or low quality, low cost bearings. And I became the best at it. I beat the Chinese at manufacturing at cost lower than they could manufacture. So because I was the best, I got rewarded. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I never looked at money. So in Gita, chapter 12, if I'm not mistaken, God says, I am the rose of flowers. I am the essence of anything which is best. Shresht. You know, so the moment you become Shresht, you become God in a way. So Tendulkar is there's God in him. You know, in Ratan Tata, there was a God in it. When you become good, Shah Rukh Khan, okay, whenever you do anything to the level of Shresht, then you become the essence of God. So there's no question of money. People like Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of the country, he doesn't need money. He probably doesn't have any money, but he's already the most influential man on the planet. So our target should not even be about money. Our target should only be about delivering high quality service to the world. Paisa banega. You are in that different sort of lucky zone, where you are already protected. Okay. So you are already protected. So why are you worried? You just give your best. When you're studying, give your best in studying. When you're on the ramp, give it the best. When you are in rowing, give it your best. That's about it. Don't worry about money. Because when you worry about money, your performance comes down. So I always say, give yourself a lot of resource. What is the resource I give to myself?
Your education, your knowledge.
No, I love myself. I'm very kind to myself. I don't push myself too hard. You understand? Like if I'm making a painting, I'm not calculating how many paintings I'm making per month. I give myself enough time to make that beautiful painting that I'm happy with. So what happens is we bash ourselves. In today's generation, no, we don't achieve, we bash ourselves. I didn't achieve my sales target. I didn't. By that, you're not helping yourself. You're demoralizing yourself. That's why people get burned. But if you really love yourself and say, no problem, Shivali, I didn't win this contest. I'll do better and win the next one. Then those girls who lose, they become vicious and they don't win next time. But if they appreciate, oh, Shivali was better, she won, and this is what I learned from her, I want to become like her. And then you grow. So this is a beautiful secret that you don't need to give yourself less resource. Quickly, so much, bash yourself. All these are negative. Just flow in life. Just grow in life. And which brings me to this whole thing about how big is your me. The bigger your me is, that means the more the people you influence, the more powerful you will become. And you will realize, Shivali, that money will become something irrelevant, which at the start of our conversation was,
Yeah.
is it too heavy for you?
Not so much.
I think it's mostly common sense, no?
Yeah. And it's high time I know about it because I'm going to step into the corporate world very soon. So
Do you think people need to know this? This is something that they don't learn?
1000% because your parents don't tell you this. We're all in a rat race. Everyone's just running, but nobody knows where. So you've gave me so much clarity today. You've given me so much clarity today. I'm glad I got it before I stepped my foot.
So thank you for doing this podcast, and do share with your friends. And what is your Insta handle?
At the rate Shivali Dalmia.
The Shivali Dalmia. Okay, I'm at the rate Tapan Garodia. Thank you. Bye. A pleasure.